Hey everyone, it's the Unclear 999. I want to take a moment to share something really personal, something that's been a turning point in my life. Just recently, I made a big decision. I quit my job at Walmart. It wasn't an impulsive choice. It was something I had been thinking about for a long time. And today, I want to talk about why I left, what led me to that point, and how choosing myself is the most powerful thing I've ever done for my future. For the past few years, Walmart was my everyday reality. I clocked in, did my job, dealt with customers, helped stock shelves, managed the pressure, and repeated the same routine day after day. There were days when it was okay, even decent. But there were also many days where I felt like I was slowly losing my identity. I wasn't living, I was just surviving. And there's a huge difference between the two. You see, when you work a job that demands so much of your time and energy, it can begin to wear you down. You start to feel like you're stuck in a cycle. Wake up, go to work, come home, sleep, and repeat. And in the middle of all of that, your dreams, the things that truly matter to you, get pushed to the back of your mind. You become too tired to think about the future, too drained to build anything new, and too occupied to reflect on what you really want. That's exactly what was happening to me. I would go to work and give my all, but when I came home, I had nothing left for myself. I had ideas, ambitions, dreams even, but they were collecting dust in the corners of my mind. And that's not living with purpose. That's simply existing. I remember one day, standing in the break room, staring at the vending machine like it held the answers to my life. I felt numb. That's when it hit me. If I keep doing this, if I stay in this loop, 5 years from now I'll be in the same place, maybe a little older, maybe a little more tired, but still unfulfilled. And that terrified me. It made me ask myself the hard questions. What am I doing this for? Is this what I want my story to be? Is comfort more important than growth? Is routine more important than becoming the person I know deep down I'm capable of being? I know quitting a job, especially a steady one like Walmart, can seem reckless to some. And trust me, I get it. Bills don't stop coming. Responsibilities don't vanish. But sometimes, the risk of staying where you are is greater than the risk of leaving. Sometimes the fear of regret has to outweigh the fear of uncertainty. I didn't quit because I was lazy. I didn't quit because I didn't want to work. I quit because I wanted to build something meaningful. I quit because I realized that if I didn't take a stand for my future, no one else was going to do it for me. I had to believe in myself enough to walk away from something that was holding me back, even if it felt safe. And let's be honest, safety is an illusion. No job is truly secure. What is secure is the investment you make in yourself. That's what no one can take from you. Your mindset, your skills, your knowledge, your creativity, your passion. That's the real wealth. That's the real security. Since quitting, I've had more time to reconnect with myself. I've been able to wake up without dread, sit in silence, and listen to what my soul is trying to tell me. I've started to create again, to write, plan, study. I've set goals, real goals, not just survive the week goals, but build a future I can be proud of goals. I've also had time to heal. Working in retail can be draining, not just physically, but emotionally. The way customers treat you, stress, the lack of appreciation, takes a toll. And we're often taught to just suck it up, to keep going, to not complain. But I want to say this to anyone out there feeling the same way. You're allowed to want more. You're allowed to walk away. You don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing your peace. One of the biggest lessons I've learned is that the world doesn't stop when you quit your job. It keeps spinning, and you realize you're not stuck, you're just scared. And when you take that first step into the unknown, it's scary, but it's also freeing. You get to redefine who you are, what you stand for, and what kind of life you want to build. It's not easy. There are days I question myself. There are days I feel uncertain. But every time I feel that fear creeping in, I remind myself of what I left behind and why. I didn't leave Walmart to sit still. I left to grow, to challenge myself, to create something better. I've also come to understand how important it is to protect your dreams. When you tell people you quit your job to focus on yourself, not everyone will understand. Some will judge, some will doubt you, some will even hope you failed, just so they can feel better about not taking risks themselves. But none of that matters. What matters is that you stay focused, stay committed, stay grounded in your purpose. Your journey is yours alone, and no one can